This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. Thousands of registered nurses and healthcare professionals with Sharp Healthcare are rallying today, demanding better patient care while they negotiate a new contract. NBC7's Jackie Crea has more from the Sharp Metro campus.
That picket took place earlier this morning. This is one of 3 locations where healthcare workers will be rallying until Friday, and their main argument is asking for better patient care safety. Contracts for over 5,700 nurses expired at the end of September. The Sharp Professional Nurses Network, United Nurses Associations of California, and Union of Healthcare Professionals say Sharp executives refuse to settle a fair contract. They say Sharp nurses are paid below market rate and struggle to support themselves and their families in one of the most expensive cities in the country.
We are fighting for a fair contract that includes wages that are competitive with market standards with our other hospitals in the area like UCSD and Kaiser, and also fair sick policy that allows nurses to take the time they need when they're sick so they can take care of patients.
The pickets will also be at Sharp Grossmont Hospital and Sharp Chula Vista Medical Center. 125 Sharp Chula Vista licensed professionals consisting of pharmacists, occupational therapists, and physical therapists are also joining the picket lines. Jackie Crea, NBC7.
A Sharp representative sent a statement saying they were notified of the picket this week. The union has not called for a strike, so there's no work stoppage. They say Sharp remains fully staffed and is continuing to provide the high-quality care our community members need and deserve. We remain committed to fair and responsible contract for our nurses. Meantime, thousands of Kaiser Permanente healthcare workers are on day 2 of their 5-day strike across California, including here at the medical center in Kearny Mesa. The healthcare workers are demanding better pay and staffing for the sake of their patients. They say Kaiser executives have refused to settle a fair contract. A spokesperson for Kaiser shared a statement that says, in part, they've settled elsewhere and managed to reach agreements with 17 out of 54 local unions. They added that union represented employees already earn 16% more on average than peers elsewhere and are meeting state personnel requirements. But nurses say it's not enough.
Sometimes we're not able to probably show them like the best care because we're just trying to get things done and kind of almost tick it off the list. And it's not the safest care at all.
For over 22 months now, we've been escalating through every internal channel possible. Staffing concerns tied to patient safety. We've escalated over 2,200 in the last 22 months. Crickets. Can't get any traction.
Kaiser sent NBC7 a statement about the 21.5% offer they made to workers over the next 4 years compared to the 25% being demanded. It reads in part that to be able to afford the higher wages offered, it would mean reducing internal costs. They also add additional wage costs of the union's demands would force them to raise rates for members and customers. The strike is expected to last through Saturday. If you have an appointment, you may want to double check if it has been changed. If you were thinking of heading out to swim at the beach these next few days, you may not want to. The County Department of Environmental Health and Quality has issued a general rain advisory for our entire coast, warning people to avoid getting in the water for 72 hours after rain. According to the department, urban runoff like this right here can raise bacteria levels across our ocean and bay waters, and it could get you sick. NBC7 Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen joins us now with a look at your forecast. Hi, Sheena.
Hi there. As we head through the afternoon, it's going to be cool, also a little bit breezy at the coast, upper 60s, inland valleys around 70. Unseasonably cool weather for the afternoon, mountains mid 50s, certainly feeling like fall, upper 70s in the deserts. Overnight tonight, though, it's going to be colder by tomorrow morning. These temperatures will hit around sunrise Thursday morning. So for the coast, mid 50s, inland valleys, upper 40s, mountains around 40 degrees. For the inland valleys, though, here's a look into the weekend. We're actually going to be warming up a little bit across the weekend, warm and dry. Your 10 days coming up.
Thank you, Sheena. A student is rushed to the hospital after being stabbed allegedly by another student at a local middle school. We speak with students in Coronado who were in that same building at the time. That story coming up. Stay with us.
You count on breaking news.
We continue to monitor several new developments.
and help preparing for the unexpected.
A red flag warning will start tomorrow.
You count on stories from your community. You count on getting different points of view.
We're still human.
And your voice being heard.
The air is not safe.
You count on in-depth reporting.
They were saying, finally, we feel that we're being taken seriously.
Because you know the whole story is more than just the headline. This is coverage you count on, only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. A Coronado middle school student is in custody after police say he stabbed his classmate with a pocket knife. Coronado police say this happened a little after 10 yesterday morning during a class break inside the library. Both students are said to be 7th graders. Police say the student, who was a boy, walked up and stabbed his classmate, who was a girl, twice. That student was taken to Rady Children's Hospital. No word on her condition. Students tell us some were in shock and others just didn't know what happened.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I was just like, I don't know. I was just thinking like why and like what was the reason?
Because everybody's like kind of like, not, I don't want to say traumatized, but like everybody's like in shock.
A statement from Coronado Unified said there is no threat to students or staff and that they are cooperating with police in this investigation. Police say this was an isolated incident and their investigation continues. The San Diego Unified School Board voted unanimously to change up the entire schedule structure at 3 big local high schools. They say it will help students to learn better and faster. Madison, Canyon Hills, and Mira Mesa High School will all be transitioning to the new 4x4 block schedule for the 2026-27 school year. With this schedule, a student takes 4 classes per semester for a total of 8 per school year instead of the traditional 6 classes for an entire year. It makes time for more electives or college-level courses and more opportunities for students to retake or make up courses to stay on track for graduation. Students can even graduate early if they choose.
In order to discover yourself, in order to find, to me, ultimately, what is the true measure of achievement, that you have discovered in yourself what is necessary to provide yourself with a meaningful, fulfilling life. The additional 2 courses every year is completely fundamental.
The board planned to vote on this transition in late September, but got pushback from some community members who felt this process was rushed and didn't have enough research. 13 other district high schools have already made the switch. Today, students at Bertha Pendleton Elementary School honor the life and legacy of the woman their school is named after. Dr. Bertha Pendleton was not only San Diego Unified's first female superintendent, but she also broke barriers as the first Black superintendent. Some of her biggest accomplishments included improving literacy and implementing violence zero tolerance policies. Previously known as Henry Clay Elementary School, NBC 7 was there when the school was renamed back in March. Today, students participated in a memorial assembly honoring her legacy. Dr. Pendleton passed away last month at the age of 92. We'll have a look at your kind of gloomy and wet weather forecast right after this.
NBC 7 and Telemundo 20. Weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages. You count on innovative tech.
We look at our first alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
They just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert Weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
Hi there, I'm NBC 7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen. For today, we're cool. We're also looking dry through the afternoon with more sunshine, upper 60s at the coast, only around 70. Inland mountains will stay in the 50s, deserts near 80. Overnight, it's going to be colder than it was this morning, so by tomorrow morning, mid-50s at the coast, upper 40s inland. Look at the weekend, though. We're going to be warming up. So tomorrow, a little bit warmer in the afternoon, followed by Friday. The weekend ahead looks warm and dry early next week. We're going to cool down a little bit. Mountains and deserts also warming into the weekend.
Nice, thank you. It has started to look like winter up in the mountains. Wow, look at this. Mammoth Mountain Resort's gotten 6 to 10 inches of snow since Monday. It's expected to get more snowfall as it continues today. Opening day for their winter season is set for November 14th. That's just around the corner. We have more coverage you count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.